Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another installment of Vlogmas. I believe this is Vlogmas day 4. So today I wanted to keep it like really light, really simple. Well, light depending on, where this conversation goes, but really, really light. I just wanted to have like a casual conversation with you guys about like about myself as a creative and where I'm at, where my mind is at, and things like that. Also, I wanted to come show you my hair. You know what, guys? Now I'm convinced that even relaxed hair experiences like shrinkage. I know I sound like weird, but like my hair is really long, but this is like not the true representation of how long my hair is. Like it's longer than this, trust, but I feel like all the growth inside is making it shrink. So that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Anyway, so you guys are currently propped up on a pillow because, oh child, my gorilla pot is too small for this. So anyway, okay, so I wanted to actually talk about how I feel like as a creative I haven't found my unique voice artistically. And I say that by means of, okay, so professionally I'm a graphic designer and a photographer, but I don't feel like I found my unique style, and I don't think I've found my unique voice. Well, firstly, because in photography I haven't found like a unique style that is like unique to me, because I haven't really been practicing and shooting like in order to develop that style. So that's like one of my well, it's not really a plan, but it's a goal that I've devoted myself to now, like since the beginning of this year, which still I haven't been shooting much, but like it's better than all the other years. So I'm sure by end of next year I would have found a particular style unique to me, in whatever genre of photography that I choose to go into, so to speak. But I really, really love photography, and because of my love for photography, we're here, like in terms of videography and stuff. I'm really, really digging that, and I really want to like look more into it and stuff. Now, because generally I consider myself an all-round creative, like as in I'm not limited to one thing of expression, like one form of creative expression, which is why it was so easy for me to also like go into makeup. Guys, makeup is an artistry, hey? Like, you shouldn't even think twice about it. Makeup is an artistry, because like learning to do makeup, obviously I learned to do makeup on myself first, getting familiar with my own face, and I realized that some of, well, all of the techniques I've basically used in visual art before. And visual art is a subject that I did in high school, which can like take you into the fields of fine art and things like that. Like we did painting, we did like etching and things like that, so, and illustration as well, things like that. But it was mostly freehand stuff, so it wasn't necessarily like illustration because, okay, let me explain it this way. So in high school we had like two predominantly like art subjects, and you could choose either one of the two or choose them both, which was visual art and design. So with visual art, everything is freehand. You're basically training yourself to depict something that you see, that your eye sees, right? Like boma, your what was the thing that we usually liked to do in class, where you draw like a setup? Yo guys, I'm embarrassing my high school teachers here right now, but basically where they compile like a composition, and then you draw it like depending on where you're sitting in the room and like what kind of view you have of that composition, you draw what you see. So that's what I did. That's the subject I did, because I felt like I needed that side of art, because at some point I thought I was going to be a fine artist. I thought I was going to be a painter, whatever. Ended up painting faces though for a while, because I tried it out. I love it, don't get me wrong. I love being a MUA, but it's just that I didn't devote a lot of time to not mastering the skill, because hey honey, I did master that skill, but not enough time to like for it to take off and be a serious hustle of mine. I did do like a few faces here and there, and I absolutely enjoyed it, because I enjoy art, because I enjoyed visual art, because I enjoy painting, and that is an extension of painting. So that's like how that all came together. So it makes sense for me to like drift into like certain other areas. And I believe as a creative, you have the freedom of not liking just one form of creativity. Like you have that freedom to cross over to like different disciplines and different areas and different lanes. You don't always have to stick to one lane. I mean, creativity is inclusive, you know what I mean? And also you work on this skill that like bridges another one in it, or that opens a door to another one in it, which is also what I want to talk about. Like in terms of, I don't think I as a creative person have found my creative voice yet, because I'm too busy trying to be a jack of all trades, because generally I am interested in those different areas of creativity and exploring them and things like that, than I am in mastering it, even though I have mastered like a few of my interests. I will say that, but it's just that I don't master it to a point where I don't know how to properly articulate it, but like I don't master it to a point where I have a specific signature or a specific voice that says, this is Nthabi's work, or this is Nthabi. Yes, you will be able to see like my work and say that, you know, and by my work I'm talking about like my graphic design work. There's a signature there. Nah, but I feel like as an all-round creative, as an all-round creative person, I really need to find that sweet spot of having a creative voice. It's so important to me, because I get so envious when I see certain people, like for instance there are digital illustrators where you know this person would kill it in this style, you know this person is a great fine art digital painter type of situation. Like I want to be known for like a specific, not necessarily niche of work, but I want to be known for like a specific style that is like unique to me. And as I'm growing older, as I'm starting to see that, in as much as yes I can do all of these things, in as much as I love to do all of these things, it's also important for me to find a voice, to find something that I'll settle into and say that this, yes I can do all of these other things, but this is the sweet spot. So I want to do that both in my designs and in my photography, like a voice, something distinctive that says, you know, even when you see it slightly, you know, the first name that comes to your mind is moi. So sorry for being so rudely interrupted by my camera, but anyway, so yeah, like these are the things that plague my mind sometimes, where I'm just like, I think I'm done fiddling around with like the different things. I will not stop being curious though. I will not stop, you know, jumping at the chance to learn something new, jumping at the chance to expose myself to something new, to like a new form of expression. That is not gonna stop. But I want to settle in to like an idea, or to like a voice, man, a voice, a style. I want to settle into that, because I want to cement myself also as like a creative. I know a lot of the times as creatives we suffer a lot with, or rather not even just creatives, but I know we suffer a lot with imposter syndrome, like believing in yourself, believing in your worth, believing that you actually have something to offer, you know. And in as much as, yeah, that is still there, but it's not as powerful, I feel like in my life, I'm just like, okay, Nthabi, you need to find a voice. Or rather, you need to find your voice, not finding her voice, but find your voice and find your style, find your signature, something that distinctly, you know, labels you, like that says, when somebody sees it, when someone interacts with your work, when someone interacts with your art, they know that it's you. And I know the one thing for me that is very important is quality over quantity. Like, even like the work that I do in terms of my design and things like that, I always strive for quality. Like, the quality of my work is really important. I don't want to put out things that are not quality. So in that, then I must elevate, then I must, you know, move on up better and just say, okay, girl, because we know this is like one of your objectives, then what's your voice? I don't know if it makes sense. I don't know if there are fellow creatives that feel like I do, where you feel like, yo, you still haven't found your voice. And it's so like encouraging and disheartening seeing like people, your peers, you know, in terms of the industry that you're in terms of age peers, in the same sort of creative industry, finding their voice, finding that thing that sets them apart. And then and it's like, any day now. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what I'm gonna do in order to get that, but I know I need to do something, whether it's creating more, but actually, yes, it is creating more, but really digging deep as well, finding out like, who am I, what's the purpose of me creating. I think that will be the thing that sets this ball rolling, and that is gonna help a lot in terms of this whole process. So I hope that you guys enjoyed that like little conversation that I had with myself and you. I think there's someone at the gate, but anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed that conversation. And, you know, drop a comment in the comment section if you are going through the same thing. You don't even have to be within the creative industry to be going through like the type of stuff I'm going through. I'm just speaking on it based on the industry that I'm in, and based on the people that I follow and that I draw inspiration from, you know, and I see that are doing really well in the field that I'm in, but also in the industry that I'm in. So you know what, yeah, drop a comment, tell me if you relate, tell me if you don't, tell me why you don't. I'm kidding, but like, tell me, like, let's have a conversation, let's chat about it in the comment section. And thank you so much for watching this video up until this point. You are a real one, and I appreciate you. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, but also click on that bell so that you can see when I post next. But otherwise, have yourselves a lovely day. Mwah.